welcome back to episode 4 of Kikrostod. Thanks for coming back. Just to start off today, we've had a few suggestions for dwarf names on the Facebook group page for Dwarf Fortress, so I'm just going to go ahead and rename them, and then I think we're going to look up the WereLemur on the Legends mode that we've survived last episode. I had a quick look, and there's some funny information on him in there. So let's just first of all, we have a cook that we want to call Scotty. Where's the cook? Here he is. Then next we have a ranger or a hunter. Okay, let's go with the hunter. Let's view the unit, customize, and this guy is going to be called Bombell Dupe. That's an interesting name. The next one was going to be for the militia commander. We already have a militia commander, and then the next suggestion was an axe dwarf. We don't actually have an axe dwarf yet, but we have a recruit, so we can hope that he becomes an axe dwarf. So we shall go with this guy, and this guy is going to be called, what's this one? Drakey Snakey. And last but not least, please name Panache as a scholar. So what do we have? What do we have? We can make him the bookkeeper. Let's see, anyone with any skills? Nope. Okay, let's make someone into the bookkeeper then. We'll go with the glazer. And let's change him to Panache. Down our unit list, we've actually got quite a few named dwarves now. This is good. So yeah, let's look up the legends. So So we did actually survive the last episode by hiding, but it was still interesting to look up Ali Almsalmo, the WereLemur that came to see us. So let's just search for him in here. Here he is. So Ollie Umbranjoy, as is known, is a human born in 90. He is of unknown parentage. Ollie became a farmer in Scalestrike in 119. In 121 he married Thek Breedthim. In 127 he began worshipping Nephi, the Silk of Loving. In 127 he became a member of the Future Doctrines. In the mid-spring of 136 he became the first bud of the Future Doctrines. in 138, he became a member of the sensual communion. This is where it starts getting funny. So that sounds like a very sordid group. In the early autumn of 148, he profaned the Abbey of Passions in Scalestrike. So what it sounds like is he's abandoned his religion of Nephi, the Silk of Loving. He's created a very strange new religion, and he's created an abbey in the same city that he was already living in. And then in 148, Nephi, the Silk of Loving, has cursed him to become a lemur-like monster every full moon. He then fled to the ferocious plains and became an enemy of many other sites, and has killed several animals and dwarves. If we scroll down, his historical figures here is his wife, who died in 175. There's Nephi, the Silk of Loving, who is the object of worship. His only son died in 242, and his daughter, Gulgud Beauty Weakness, is actually a vampire that's still alive. I haven't looked her up, that could be interesting. He's got a ghoul heart as his lair. He's only killed 3 dwarves, and I think all of those were in our civilization here. But he's got 65 other kills. So all of those animals he's been killing. He obviously likes to eat animals. So that's quite. I mean, how great is this game that it creates these stories that he's gone and created a sordid religion in his town and been cursed by his god. Let's actually just go back and remember the name of his daughter. Let's see if his daughter's got anything interesting. Where is it? Gulgud Beauty Weakness. What have I done? Did I do that wrong? Filter on string. Gulgud. There she is. Gulgud Beauty Weakness is a human vampire born in 162. She's the only daughter of Thek Breedthin and Ollie Umbranjoy. In 174, she became a carpenter in Scalestrike. She married Ohi Philoil. She stopped being a carpenter and settled in Pokerflank. That sounds like a nice place. She became a gem cutter. She stopped being a gem cutter and became a member of the Tin Arts. She became a warlord of the Tin Arts. Wow. In the late spring of 221, she took up residence in the shadows of mastery of the Humorous Coalition in Scalestrike. In the midsummer of 232, she profaned the Red Dance Chapel in Scalestrike. And Nephi, the Silk of Loving, cursed her as well. Wow. So, this is clearly a god that you don't want to piss off. Yes, her father and daughter have both been cursed. She's got 732 kills. Wow. It's not going to tell us who. Oh yeah, 376 humans and 352 humans. So I actually wonder, this person actually completely wiped out this whole town. Anyway, let's get back to the game now, I think. So, we have everyone in their rooms now, this is good. And I think the next thing to do is to start aiming towards building a hall. So, if we unpause, this should hopefully start going to go now for our workshops. Our dwarves will come running outside shortly to go and collect the dead dwarves. Yep. We're still smoothing this area. Oh, it's summer. So we're all smooth in stone here. We're just going to make this area look a lot nicer. And as soon as the miners get through here, they should start digging out this area. But at the same time, I think we'll start building some more of this bridge. We will build around this, and this will become the tower going forward. But for now, this is helpful that we can just build these bridges. It'll work out well in the end. If it stays up. I'm surprised that first bridge didn't collapse actually. It should support this bit. Elliot has created a masterpiece armor stand. This is good. We needed to put... We've just hired the bookkeeper, so we need to put the bookkeeper in a room. Panache. And what does Panache need? He just needs an office, actually. Let's give the expedition leader. Let's give the expedition leader the armor stand then. His dining room. So we will put some chairs to be built in the workshop. And just on this level is where we're going to start burying. We've got no coffins yet. I think there's some coffins queued, that's fine. That bridge, as you can see, is slowly getting built now. Miners digging out. It'll all go in Kikrostod. As soon as we get this area clear, we'll look at building maybe a drawbridge set up here, just behind the fortifications actually. Just for an extra buffer in the defence. In case the WereLemur comes back and can smash the doors through. Actually, what we should do, we could make some training weapons. So in the carpenters, let's make a training axe. So hopefully we can make the recruit an axe dwarf, and we'll make a training spear. And let's just make another training axe since we can't make a training hammer. We can make training shields as well though. Excellent. What are these guys doing at the moment? Are they doing anything? No, it doesn't look like it. They are active. They must just be on a break. They should be doing dodging demonstrations. This area has now been smoothed out, that's good. We may as well finish off this bit down here just to complete it. And then there's the other wall as well. We'll designate that after. You'd think the miners would just work together so they could clear out one room for me, but instead they're just working on opposite sides. Look at these guys go collecting all the rocks though. They're working hard. And what's he doing? Sleeping on the bridge? What are you doing that for, Sir Bear? You have a bed. Don't you have a bed? Whoa, whoa. I think your husband's sleeping in the bed. I think you should kick him out. He's not the noble. That's not very nice. toilet over here. It says that there's 2 doors on this space, that's why. Construction suspended. Let's try again. Build door. Deck tight door. Deck tight door. Let's put some more doors over here. If they've made any coffins yet. They have. Excellent. So I think we just need to give the miners time to finish off in here. Ooh. Oh, seriously? Why would he leave that block right there? That he's done that just to wind me up. I think we'll designate this as a downward stair at the end as well. Both of these can lead through to the hallway. So I've just seen the guy carrying the coffin up here. This is a different material and it looks a bit fancy, so we're going to cancel this one and we'll save that for later if we make a tomb for any notable dwarves. Let's use that for burial. Use that for burial. Use that for burial. So again, any new players, if you don't realise, when you put a coffin down, it's not necessarily set that you're allowed to bury people in there. So you've got to press Q to go to the building tasks, and then at the top right of the screen you can see it's B to use for burial, and then any of the dead dwarves will now be carried up here and placed in the coffin, because if they get left then they will turn into ghosts if you don't bury them for a set period of time. And they have half done the next room as well. Why don't they just finish one of these rooms for me? I don't like mess. At least the bridge is done. Let's just connect that to the wall, and then we can start digging through from that side as well. We may even be able to put some windows in the wall here. Aha, a room that's free. Okay, let's put furniture in this one. And then we'll have finished goods in... oh no, that one's not finished yet. This one's done. Finished goods over here. What should happen if we cancel this stockpile now is all of the things in here will start getting placed in the other stockpile. All of the finished goods and furniture anyway. Here we go. furniture down here. We've got the chairs that we've just made, we've got some doors, a bucket, beds. Let's place some doors here actually, since we're on it. Oh, I keep pressing cobaltite door, I don't want to use that. Cobaltites are for over here. What have I done? D for door. And let's just assign Panache his bed. Okay, and we can give these guys chairs. So as you can see now, the entryway is a lot more clear. This is much better. Much better. Yeah, we're actually going to have to knock this down for the trade caravans to come through. So I'll get onto that shortly. Okay, this is nice. We've now finished this area, so I don't know, just from looking at what I saw out the front there, we'll just put, let's halve this one. We can put cloth in this half and leather. We may come and revisit this afterwards. And what else do we need? I don't really know actually. Just put weapons and ammo in the other half. Oh, and armour actually. So this should take care of a lot of all of the front of the fortress. Go. So right now this is where we want our hall to be, in between these stairwells. So what I ideally want is to have lots of cool pillars in here. So let's first just do this. Say that we're going to build from here. If this is going to be where the pillar is, we're going to leave one gap, then we're going to have a chair, then a table, then a chair, then a gap, then a pillar, then a gap. Okay, so that should be right if my calculations are correct. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I actually did that wrong. I can't count to 8, obviously. Did I? No, it still looks odd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I did do it right. So now we just want to cancel the areas where we want the pillar to be. So, no, we don't want that to be the pillar. So I'm just going to do a D and X for cancelling, and in fact no, that's too close to the wall. Let's start here. Let's see. I haven't actually counted to see if this is going to be even in the middle, so we'll just see how it goes. Ugh. Keep messing this up. Oh, that's actually worked out perfect. That was lucky. So we said space, chair, table, chair, space. That's not actually how I wanted it, but you know, it should work. It's fine. Again. Oh wow, I'm getting worse at this game. So all of these areas that we just selected now, we just want those to be left, so they're like the big stone pillars in the room. It just adds some nice visuals to the room. But then at the same time, we want this now to come across here. And let's try and find the center. So the center of the room, it was here, wasn't it? So let's have that coming in at the center of the room here. The other thing we need to consider around here going forward is maybe putting in some wells at a later point. So the miners are going to come and dig all this out now, and they're going to leave these spaces for the columns, and then I think we'll smooth all the walls, and then we'll dig this down another level. So we've got a very big, a big area for the hall to be. It is a grand hall after all. It should be grand. Ah, there's a pig running around. So the chairs have been built now. So let's just assign the chairs, just like the bedrooms. So we can press R to make a throne room or study. And then we're going to size the room, and then we're going to assign this to panache, and we'll do the same over here. We're going to give this one to Bear, and we're going to give this one to the expedition leader. Oh no, that's his bed. This one is for Luca. So now if we look on the bookkeeper, he's now happy because none of these words are in red or orange. He's happy with that. If we press enter on him, we can see that he needed a meagre office and meagre quarters. Oh no, he only needed a meagre office, and he now has a meagre office, and he also owns a meagre quarters. So I think I'm going to leave this episode here now. We'll leave them to carry on digging. We learnt the interesting facts about the lemur today, so that was fun. So yeah, thanks again. We'll post another episode up in the next couple of days, and thanks for listening.